Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Walk HTV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of 100%, so at least a couple 100%. Last episode, ran into trouble with getting these things to remember what I did. I think I rebooted the game during the break. This is part 2 of a 3-part stream, and I think I got it fixed. We'll see if it breaks again, but I think I got it fixed. You have to, when you start the game up, you have to answer a question that comes up within 30 seconds that say, yes, I want to play offline. I think that made it get confused. All right, now I can do the finale. I'm halfway upgraded. This would be fully upgraded. So let's get going here. Oh, what do I have to finish? Finish event in the top 2, and it's only 1 round. Okay. I have to accomplish the master vehicle I want to use, and I'll make it pretty. And we're actually gonna start a race, and not with faffing around with getting the configuration right. No, that's it. I don't like this place. Oh, it's a time attack, though. So it should be okay. This is when we were racing through warehouses and stuff, because they do that in real life. The ground is a little snowy, so that'll be an issue. I'm sure this is a rear-wheel drive car. I forgot to check. And with a time attack, you never know. You would think that they would start you off with plenty of room between you and the guy in front of you, but because it is a time attack after all. I wonder if flashing works. Supposedly flashing the light works. Maybe it works during the time attack. At least somebody told me if you flash your headlights, they'll move over. Oh well. I don't think I've ever finished other than first in a time attack. Could be wrong about that. I don't know for sure. I seem to have the track to myself right now. And 19th, hitting the sector marker, so I'm a little concerned about that. But then that usually happens as well, and then do better on the next lap. 13th. I expect to get first on the second lap. Minute stay first. There's a guy catching me. That's not a happy days. Oh, did I bump him? Oh, he got a speed boost because I bumped him. The Nemesis. Because these cars don't run on fuel, on racing fuel. They run on anger, on fury. If you bump a guy who gets mad at you, suddenly he gets a speed boost. I'm going to keep him behind me. I think I'll be okay. Whoa, that was a slippery track. Slippery track. You don't get to change your tires. You have to stick with the tires they give you in this game. 7th. I might not get in first place. Let's see on the 3rd lap. If I fail, I will turn it down to medium difficulty, and then if I fail again, I'll turn it down to easy difficulty. Not going to do a race for content on YouTube or Twitch where I have to do a race over and over and over again. But I will do it 3 times if I have to, starting on hard and then lowering the difficulty if necessary. Okay, that was a clean pass. Oh, I didn't try to flash him. What I think was I was gonna say roommate, my teammate. Not my roommate. I don't know, the roommates, this company's pretty cheap. We might have to share rooms when we go on the road. And what did I get? 7th? That's not good enough. Oh, wait, don't bump the mic. Sorry about that. Big red X. If I got more money and more mileage, that's nice. Money means nothing to me at this point. Wait, upgrade stage available in 5 miles. I am driving the right car, right? Yeah, Nissan 3ZX Turbo Le Mans. Okay. I did upgrade the right car, right? It's a special. Nissan 3X Turbo Le Mans. Yeah, okay. What do I need for the next upgrade? Okay, I do need to go from 25 to 35. So, redoing that race will get me 4. I'm still going to have to do a custom race. There's only 4 miles for that race. Oh well. That's okay. Pro. Showing things opened up. Okay, it is showing 100% though. So that exclamation point is screwed. But it is showing 100%. Except for the grid challenges, which I can't finish because it's buggy. Okay. Try this again. Have to finish in the top 2. But I'm going to change the difficulty to medium. Unless they expect me to be fully level 2 upgraded. If there's 3 races, they don't expect to be upgraded in the first race. As you saw, I was able to beat them. And then the second race, I don't know what they do. Do they upgrade everyone to first, or do they upgrade everyone to second? There's 3 levels of upgrades, so I decided to go 2.5 in that case, or 1.5. Oh. I don't have to pass him because he wrecked. Didn't he wreck there the first time he did this? Well, I didn't have a perfect race, that's for sure. Oh, did I forget to put it on medium? I think I forgot to put it on medium. I did forget to put it on medium. We'll see how I do. If I'm in like 18th again after the first lap, I'll restart the race medium. I'm already in 10th, so I might be able to do this on hard difficulty. But I think I can do it. I try not to lower it to medium if I just miss doing it on hard. But I don't like lowering the difficulty. I also don't like having the racing light on. I don't like there's a lot of things I don't like about this game. I complain about this game a lot. Let's complain about something else. 3rd, okay, I think I can get 1st place. I only need to make 2nd. I was saying last episode, I've got decades of experience in software development and lead programmer, you know, programmer, senior programmer, lead programmer, What else? Product manager. Still have programming involved. So manage the maintenance. Oversaw. We'll say oversaw because I never wanted pure management jobs. But oh, okay, that's a flashback. But yeah, I was also liaison with other companies for company integration with our software. The lead designer, software designer. And this was commercial software. It was business software, professional business software, but it was commercial software. And all the places I worked more than one place. So I have a lot of experience with how to manage a software development process and what is involved. Liaison to documentation, which you don't expect any documentation these days. With video games, well, you know, some of them, if they're complicated, online documentation. I fall into 6th. I don't like this. So I'm not trying to, you know, toot my horn. I had a normal sort of multi-decade. Oh, for goodness sakes. Well, I have to do it in easy. I skipped right through medium. I have to do it in easy. I will not restart the race, though. I'll continue to get the mileage. I'm not going to do this 3 times. So I will guarantee not to do it 3 times. But the good news is I won't have to do a custom race. Oh, I can restart. I can restart here after getting the mileage. Okay. Now let's remember to do the options. Gameplay. Difficulty. Easy. Apply. Apply. Back. I said apply. I hit the button for apply. Restart the race. That was weird. Is there a different button I was supposed to hit? Maybe. Okay. Start the race. I did have to leave the racing line a few times. Okay, he rocked it in a different way. Am I flashing? He's not yielding. I'm flashing my lights, he's not yielding. Whoever said that worked. I don't know who said it worked. I'm coming for you, buddy. My teammate should back off. Yeah, I didn't think in a time attack he was going to listen to. I requested that he hold his position, but it's a time attack. So, it makes no sense to hold his position. You can't see what buttons I'm pressing. I'm not going to put an overlay on screen that shows that. Oh, but, you know, if anyone out there who knows how to program a Stream Elements custom, you could probably look it up. I tried to look it up in Stream Elements documentation, but I bet it's on, like, you know, Reddit or something. I should look that up. Although programming for me these days is quite difficult. I don't use my laptop for anything. So if it's like a straight text file, I can do that. I'd have to find like an online file or something. Because there are some Stream Elements let you add custom elements, custom widgets, but they have to be of a certain format and whatever. I don't know if they're like use the Microsoft object interface. I don't remember what it's called. If there's some other standard. If you can write it in Python code, I can do that online. I'm used to writing in... I have written again, and because I've had a long career, I've written in multiple programming languages, including a little bit of assembly. I had to write my own assembler using machine code and, you know, ones and zeros in college. Wrote in PL1 at, well, I don't like to say where I've worked, but if I say PL1, the programmers out there will know where I worked, because it's an exclusive language to that company. Basically a Cobalt replacement. Wrote in just straight PC Basic, the whole application. Wrote in Visual Basic as an upgrade. Like I said, I've been programming a long time, so just standard Basic. And C, of course. Wrote in C. Wrote some stuff in Pascal. That was mostly in college. Wrote in... There we go! What else? Oh, I said Visual Basic, C++, C#, Java. That's right, I wrote in Java for a long time. I never really wrote in Python, though, which is the new language, the hack language that people use. They don't use Basic anymore for that kind of thing. I guess as they don't write in Pascal anymore, they teach you probably Python. I would assume they teach you Python instead. Oh, what else? A lot of languages. There was one more. Oh, Power Builder. Yeah, I did spend some years writing in Power Builder, which is people might recognize, any programmers out there who are close to my age or maybe over 40 would know what Power Builder is. It was a database-driven programming language with it had an interface to visual widgets the same way that Visual Basic or Visual C, C#, Visual C++, Visual, what did they have? Visual J, I wrote in that for a little bit. It was Microsoft's version of J Plus, did they call it? Anyway, Power Builder used a I gotta remember to change back to hard. Fully upgraded, so I need the upgrades. I think I can do that when I pick the car. So hide upgrades, yes. I think I have the miles to do it now. You couldn't even do it unless you had the miles in some of the races. Which means, since you can't do it in one race, you have to, yeah, sure. Select A. You have to do a custom race. You're stuck doing a custom race or rerunning that same race over and over again, perhaps several times. That's something that annoys me. You can't just go through the career mode on its own. Yeah, Power Builder, you can add widgets to the screen like buttons and stuff, but one of the main widgets you could add to a screen was a database widget that integrated straight to their database. I think it was a standard database, but you entered SQL code. Could you, is SQL a programming language? I guess some people might consider that. SQL. HTML, I think people consider that. CSS. So yeah, I've done pretty much everything there is to do, all the languages that were available at the time I was programming. Didn't do anything in Fortran, didn't do anything in any kind of scientific-based language. Wait, got to... Now, X applies. Okay. So I hit the wrong button. Restart race. What do I have to finish? And is this more than one race? Or not? 5 laps, 4 lap racing. There's no event standing, so maybe that means it's a single race. Because that's where it said 2 of 3, 1 of 3. Okay, we'll see. I know if I hit this button on start, a menu button, it'll tell me I have to finish it first. Okay. And I didn't see, it's not an elimination race, I didn't see the elimination countdown, so it must just be a straight... Oh, I'm gonna have to put this on medium. So, yeah, this is not an arcade game or anything. That you can race with a car on top of you. Since I figure I'm gonna have to restart this race anyway. 5 laps, okay. I don't think you would be able to do that in a real race. Oh, I watched this Kixer video. He's got a lot of weird videos about weird things. Starts with a Q, QIX, something. QIXR, is it? Anyway. His latest video was about a guy from Ireland. He's Irish. He does a lot of videos about weird things that go on in Ireland. Although this didn't go on in Ireland, there was a weird Irish guy who would do all these publicity stunts, and one of the publicity was signs like advertising the end of the world is coming. And one of his stunts was, and he'd always do like this Irish jig, really bad Irish jig. He was actually on like UK's Got Talent or whatever it's called, and Somebody's Got Talent, We Got Talent kind of thing. And he did his jig, which was so awful, and nobody, apparently none of the producers knew who he was, and then two out of the 3 voted for him, and so he got to the next round. 2 out of 3 judges. Oh, that's a flashback. And then once they found out, oh, again? You're gonna make me waste? I'm gonna redo the race anyway, let's face it. Gotta redo it back farther. Not the best way to place to restart, I will admit. Yeah, I got pit maneuver. In these street races, I know you can pretty much drive off onto the sidewalks. It's not clear where the boundary is, so you can usually run off onto the sidewalks. in an actual closed course, you can't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this race. Oh man, somebody definitely. I'm restarting this. I'm never gonna make it. I'm gonna say quit to make sure I get the mileage. Oh, I don't get the mileage record. I had to say retire. Oh. All this does is take me back without giving me anything. I should have said, I might as well have said restart, but what I really should have done is say retire. Oh. Next tip. In case anybody hasn't read all the tips, do a, single frame by frame stepping through the screen. I don't know how many tips are in the list. I've probably read all of them by now. Options. Can do it right here at the beginning. Forgot about that. Difficulty. Medium. X to apply. Yes, restart the race. Doesn't have to reload. And I think if I retired, it wouldn't have to reload either. Oh, if I restarted, it wouldn't have had to reload. And to be honest, I don't need the mileage, right? I'm on the final.
Oh, looks like the race is...
Oh, if you consider auto hotkey a programming language, which some people do, you may not have ever heard of it, but a lot of people have done it. It started off as just a macro language you can use to do Windows macros. So you could like search for something on the screen and then do some procedure if a particular area of the screen had a particular color or something. So you could respond to things on the screen and then do some action. So you could use it basically to cheat. Cheat through things, cheat through games and stuff. But not just that, you could use it to like automatically download a whole series of web pages. So if there were assets you wanted, like, model pictures, but and automatically find the download button and download it. Files, eventually need a file, that kind of thing. But it turned into like this entire programming language. I don't know why I thought of model pictures, but pictures! Download a bunch of pictures. What pictures would you want to download en masse? Well, probably model pictures. Clip art, you download clip art en masse. Stuff like that is definitely against the terms of service and the intent of the website. Anyways, that turned into like a whole program. And I actually wrote some stuff in my later years, just for fun, not as a professional program. I wrote some stuff in auto hotkey. Then they like upgraded it to have like object-oriented stuff and whatever, and nobody used that version. It might even be a dead programming language now, much like Power Loader. I also had short-term contracts with places that worked in like proprietary languages. And one was a library system where they helped. Was it Australia or New Zealand? I don't know. Company. We had a map in the conference room that had. I worked in the Twin Cities area, but we had a map in the conference room that was had the southern. It had the southern hemisphere on the top. The South Pole was on the top. Yeah, East and West was still East and West on the map, but it was like mirrored across the horizontal axis. So the South Pole was at the top and the North Pole was at the bottom, which is kind of funny, you know, emphasizing the Southern Hemisphere. Southern Hemisphere company. A lot of programming experience, a lot of maintenance experience, a lot of managing maintenance groups while doing new programming and lead programming, and so I really have a thing about software that does not properly integrate. Well, it's partially not my fault, partially that's my fault. Not properly integrating software. Like, for example, I went off on Minecraft the other day. Minecraft movie's coming out, by the way. If you've never played Minecraft, don't see a Minecraft movie. You wouldn't get anything. You wouldn't get any of the jokes. I'm not going to watch the movie because I've learned to hate Minecraft for a few reasons. They really changed the nature of the game with some of the things that they added on. And they took some functionality away or made certain things harder, significantly harder over the last few. They hired a guy that got his claim to fame by writing mods to the game, and mods to the game are meant to change the focus of the game, turn into something that it's not, adding, you know, some other kind of elements to the game, whole new worlds and things like that. Yes, I have damage, but it's not affecting me. It's not a tire, I don't think it really affects you. Well, I do have to hold off some people, though. It's only lap 3, I should be able to get a good lead on them, but I think 2 of them that are right behind me are Nemesis, which get a little speed boost, so I may not be able to shake them. But yeah, Minecraft is totally messed up in their software development. They hired this programmer who has a hotshot program. They hired him because he became famous writing custom user mods, and but the custom user mods, again, were things that were meant to not be Minecraft. And so he brought a lot of that with him into Minecraft, and so if you had a long-term world, as I had, suddenly things were added to it, and on the version that I played, which was the more universal version, not the Java developed version. If you know anything about Minecraft, you know there's 2 versions, one that's cross-platform and one that's just Java. And that has issues in that the file size will grow. Obviously, the file size is growing, but they don't have a good algorithm for maintaining large file sizes, large world sizes, and because they kind of expect you to start new worlds a lot, because the people that play this version aren't the mature people that play the Java version, because they're all Java programmers. And so they develop things in Java, but then it's converted to C++, which can't easily be converted, so they have unrealistic timelines for things all the time, and they develop features that are nearly impossible to do in C++ without a lot of effort and work. And but then the C++ programs are no good either. But all the feature editors, all the lead developers and designers are Java people, so they design that and then have a crew that converts it, which has issues. But also what has issues is they fix bugs. That's a rewind. He drove me into the wall. They fix bugs in a maintenance patch, and then they show up again in the next version because they do not know how to coordinate software fixes between the maintenance code and the next version code. There's usually you maintain two different code bases because you need to do a hotfix and get it out right away and test it and make sure that it works. Try to make sure it works without breaking other things, although sometimes it does break other things, which is the whole issue. If you don't test it early enough. I say also was a liaison to the customer support group. Anyway. And maintaining good communication between and good software library development between the hotfixes and the new releases were all messed up at the company that, I don't name companies, but anybody out there knows what company, if you're familiar at all with Minecraft, you know what company it is. They have such terrible code maintenance that they'll fix a bug, they'll release in a hotfix as a kind of a critical error, and then the next version, it comes back, the next full release. And it's not just hotfixes. Sometimes they will release, oh, do I have a tire problem now? I hope not. I may not even win this race. So I don't got to drive here. I'm ahead, but I'm not ahead by that much. That was the finish line. Alright, first place on medium. I'll live with that. So yeah, sometimes in one version, they'll get the fix into the version, let's say 19. And then in version 8.20, it's broken again. Because even not good integration between the same development team. If you're working on 19 and you got it fixed, you integrated the hotfix into the current version 19 when it released, but you know, they have a team that's developing 20 and they don't have the code integrated, and it's so frustrating. They do such a bad job of things. So because of the bugs of generating a large, that happens when you generate a large world, changes they made specifically to encourage you to create new worlds, because there were things, if you had a large world, if you wanted to keep the same world, you had to explore out farther and farther and farther and farther to find some of these new things, because they weren't compatible with your current worlds. They didn't bother to make them, integrate them into current worlds. Like, example, camels. You couldn't get camels unless you went out and found new terrain, new desert terrain. Camels would never spawn in old desert villages, only in new desert villages. But then when you do that, you have to make them go out. You have to force the user to go out farther if he's not going to create a new world. Guess what? When the world gets so big, it starts to crash. So, and I don't like to create a new world. I had a whole series going, Adventures in Trihardia, and I eventually had to just stop playing. And they made it harder to get certain things, and yeah. Not cool. They tried to balance the game because they thought it was too easy to get certain things. What do you need a balance? What's this balance? That's not in the spirit of Minecraft. Balancing. What do you mean it's too easy to get, you know, because some people complain that it's too easy, and so, oh, well, let's listen to those people because they're influential. So, but that's totally disrespectful to people that have already played the game and built their whole world on that feature, and now suddenly you can't use that feature anymore. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. So, I will never play, the only version of Minecraft I'll play is the Xbox One version. I've uninstalled every other version. But the Xbox One version was not developed by Mojang. It was developed, they paid somebody else to do it. 4J Software, which they were great. It took them a long time to integrate all the Minecraft features, but eventually they got caught up to a particular level. And then once they integrated all the different versions together, they told 4J they didn't need them anymore. But the 4J version is excellent. I'll play that. It's not cross-compatible with other versions, but for the Xbox One, it would still run an Xbox Series X. It was a great game. Very stable. Very nice. Because it wasn't developed by the same messed up company. Anyway, I finished first. Let's continue. Do I have time for the next section? Probably not. Let's find out what the vehicle... Oh, I can't find out what the vehicle is because it's going to be a rental. I was going to say, let's find out what the vehicle is and then upgrade it. But I can't upgrade it because it'll be a rental. Well, I might be able to get one race in. Specials, what am I doing? These are now oval stocks. Okay, 2 rounds. Finish in 5th. Maybe if I stop complaining, I will attempt this in hard mode again. Oh, I didn't see what type of... It's circuit racing, good. Did not change this. Gameplay, always the first one in hard. Oh, you can hit A to skip, or maybe it skipped on its own. 2 races. I don't know how large they are. I might get this done in 10 minutes. Could stretch to 15 minutes if I'm close. It's a Saturday, and I haven't had enough sleep, and I haven't had any food, so I'm hangry. I wonder, the different games I play, sometimes I'll complain, I'll definitely complain about Civilization 6. I play 4 different games on my channel. Civilization 6, I have a lot of things to complain about because the people that did the port, they did the port quite a while after the original game was released on PC. They had somebody else do the port to consoles, and the port was messed up. And like, it doesn't have features and stuff, and the company eventually was bought out because they were missing deadlines. They were about to be sued. And tried to avoid getting hit again. Tell them to back off. Is this a straight oval? I didn't look to see what this was. This looks like it's a straight oval. I should have no problems when you listen. This guy's pretty fast. He must be a nemesis, but I'll outbreak him. Okay, I'll be able to get this done. In the rental. Now, I don't know where the second race is. I'm taking a chance getting in first place, and then I'll have to, in the second event, fight from last place. If it's in another oval, but it's almost likely not in another oval. But I'll take a chance. If I have to, I'll restart that race. I won't have to restart the entire event. So yes, a lot of things to complain about Civilization 6 is they did a crappy job in an effort to meet their deadlines and couldn't meet their deadlines. Left out features and things. Still couldn't meet their deadlines. Is about to be sued. The people couldn't tell. You knew they were either being sued or about to be sued because questions were asked about the port of the company that was in charge of the game, and they said, well, we can't really talk about that for legal reasons. I'm like, okay. But they weren't being sued for doing a crappy job. They were being sued for dropping the ball on projects, overcommitting, and not delivering in time. And that's something that people don't like. Obviously, most game developers don't care if there's bugs in the program. They only care if it's late. Talking about Minecraft, which I don't play anymore. So Civilization 6 I complain about probably more than this game. This game, there's so many little quirky things that I complain about. The user interface is not good. It never takes you back to where you were. You're in your career mode, you have to exit out for some reason, you go back, and it takes you right to the beginning. You have to go back, keep going through the menus when you go back. Same thing with cars. If you last used a car, it doesn't take you to the car you last used when you go in the garage. It has a horrible story mode. It's fun doing a career mode. I'm glad it does a career mode in addition to story mode. Story mode, the main story mode is only 32 races long. And there are some bugs, not ones you can't get around. Although there is one screen where it shows you like percentage of progress through things, and it never has the right numbers. Okay, let's see what the next race is. I might do that in the next YouTube episode, next segment. But those are the two games I complain about. I never complain about Dirt Rally. It's my favorite racing game, Dirt Rally 2. And racing has always been my favorite genre of games. I'm sure they're going to change the location. I'll start from that. So, no, it's back in Indianapolis. All right. Is it on the Oval or the GP circuit? Did I say Minneapolis or Indianapolis? I must have said Indianapolis. Maybe it's just in reverse. Oh, please be the Oval. I know I'll get this done in a reasonable amount of time successfully. Looks like the Oval, just in reverse. You have to pick my spots to pass. I am faster, but you have to pick my spots to pass. I should be drafting more in these straightaways, because it definitely look like they're faster than me on the straightaways suddenly, and they weren't before. You can take them out of the corners. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, that's a rewind. Sorry about that. That's my fault. One thing they do is they follow the racing line. Oh, shut the... Oh. Picked up 2 positions first lap. That's not good. If I have to do this race, I'm going to run late. They overbrake on the turns for sure. But they're doing very well on the straightaways. I'm not catching them on the straightaways, that's for sure. Whoa, that's going to be a problem. If I can avoid it, I'll pick up some positions. Oh, they're knocking me around too. You saw how easy it was for me to dominate on the oval, starting from 11th. Nope. Nope. Oh, that's far enough. This guy is still on me. I'll try to squeeze him off this way. That avoided the guy behind him. Okay, I'm in 11th, which is where I started, or 12th, which is about where I started last race. I'm in lap 3. I think it only took me 2 laps to get in first place last time, so I feel that this is quite possible. Don't you dare! I don't remember where I have to finish. I think I have to finish first. It might be second. This is only the middle race. They're not over-braking on these turns now. What's the deal, guys? What's the deal? I only have 2 more laps to go. He's hitting me. He's my nemesis. No, I'm over-braking through the turns. You go flat out on these turns. If you don't have traffic in front of you, you have to negotiate. If you have traffic, you are going to have to brake some. And I really, like I said, I should be drafting some, but I don't know what. Draft that guy. Oh, I couldn't pass them because they're so fast on the straightaways. Final lap, it's getting exciting. Incident, if I could have got through there clean. I'm not rewinding. I don't think I'm going to catch him. I only have one more sweepy turn. Don't penalize me. Yeah. 2 more turns. I'm going to come in 3rd. Oh, I'm in, yeah, 3rd. Is that enough? Or will I have to redo the race? 3rd. I was 1st and 3rd. That might be enough. I think I did it. Yay, I did it. All right. That was difficult, but I did it. Okay, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. I'm going to sign off here for those of you on YouTube. Twitch, though, stick around. I'll be right back. Got another hour to do or so. So if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you much for watching. The next YouTube episode will be the next weekday. No, the next weekend, Saturday, Sunday at 6:30, 1800 hours. 6:30 p.m., 1800 hours in Minnesota time, U.S. Central Time, type Iowa, or midnight in the UK, and noon the next day in New Zealand. So there you go. YouTube or Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thank you guys much for watching, and I will see you then.